Well, we've got another War of the Worlds crossover here. It's War of the Worlds and World versus War of the World versus Worlds. Dreadfall Bay happened in place tonight with Air Guild. I'm on Healbrand, and it's just between blue and green piggybacking each other. Right here, you're gonna see we were hitting blue right outside the keep walls. Got the drop on them, and we're hitting them, and then we're gonna go back inside. We got a good shot on them, and we're going back inside because green is gonna come around in a second. There they are. You see them right there. They're trying to sneak up on us. We got away from the green, hitting the blue, and I was watching my man here, but I couldn't quite help him. Going back would have been certain death, but I did wait, trying not to leave any heroes behind, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so now we're up here, and you're going to see blues running off, green's here, green's going to come around the side, see him there kind of looking for anyone else they can grab. And they're going to come around here. I'm going to cut to the next clip where we were stacked up waiting for them to come in from the other side because they set up some katas, busted down the wall. Got traps out. We are ready. Do a little veil action and just circle to the outside of their bomb. Of course, up on the stairs, use that to get behind them so I don't have to dodge through their bomb. And of course, get to the other side. And we're just going to keep shaving pieces off until there's nothing left. It was literally within, I don't know, a minute or two after we finished these guys that we had to contend with blue again. It was just back and forth like that for the first part of the night. It was kind of cool, kind of fun. We enjoyed it, and we did really well. I mean, just consecutive wins, running them out of bay. Okay, here we go, stacked up. Blue's coming in from the other side, and let the mayhem begin. Here we go. Just gonna skirt their bomb, and then we're gonna just push them. They're gonna kind of stack up in the corner. I'm not giving them a break. I'm gonna follow them around, tell Big Brother this is where they're hiding, point them out, and we're just gonna try to grab them there. They got smart enough to get out of that position, but boy, that was not gonna work for them. And there they go, into the drink. Okay. Who's next? Ah, yes, blue is stacked on the inside here. You almost think blue and green work together. Green's on the Lord, or headed towards the Lord. And blue is just right around on the inside, tucked in there. Not a bad little tactic, but we were onto them, and they'd been better off if they weren't just attacking the gate. I mean, we can see the gate bounce, like, huh, geez, maybe we should sniff. Oh yeah, they're there. I mean, that's kind of what gave them away, but that's okay. I guess they learned a lesson. Alright, can't spend too much time on them because you see the Lord's health going down, because green had just gotten to the Lord when we were coming up upon blue by our gate. So we are going to swim in. Okay, going to empower this action. Going in full tilt, yo. Alright, Bosch just gave the order. We're going for it. We're going to try and just peek around the corner, hit them there. Don't want to walk straight into a line of sight bomb. And then we're going to move wide into the Lord's room. to the other side of the columns. I'm going to drop hallowed ground right here. I'd love to do that when we're anytime I think we're going to be stationary for a period of time. And I've just been pinging it because I just want my peeps to know that they're going to be safe standing, at least my subgroup, standing for a time as we're kind of going nose to nose with these ruffians. So you're going to see that time to time. I apologize, it's annoying, but I think it's just a good way to call that out. Because a lot of these runs I am not in comms unless I happen to be tagged up like the one I did Sunday. I'm in comms, I'm just not talking in comms. I guess I need to clarify because I need to hear the boss's orders. Look at that, just totally grinding them down. Like some 85% lean ground beef. Alright, we're going to push these guys right off the runway here. And they made it. Barely. Alright, so blue is like back to back, literally as fast as I'm clipping these. Or as fast as we're finishing the fights, these guys be here. We rush through to grab them, come out of the water. Always a great time to grab your opponent. If they're trying to come out of the water and you can catch them, that's a great time to do it. Usually you can get them, sometimes they'll surprise you and they'll just blow you apart, but they're not ready. Because they can't lay boons down, they gotta start activating stuff, so they're already, you know, 2 steps behind you. So that's a good time to hit any of your opponents. Even if they're a larger force, if you can hit them hard enough when they come out, they become more manageable bite-sized pieces that you can then finish at your leisure, right? Alright, here they come. And this is where I get a little too far ahead. I almost get caught. Watch this. I'm gonna get mobbed and be like, uh-oh, I can't move. Oh, maybe it wasn't this push. It's coming up. I get a little too far ahead of the boss here. Big brother has to come up behind me and make sure I still stay alive. I'm a mob there, but that doesn't matter. Okay, there they go, and here comes an embarrassing point for me. I'm gonna get stuck under the dock. Yeah. Bro definitely not only fell off, but he got stuck underneath the dock. Alright, now we're gonna have a brief intermission of us fighting up at their northwest tower. Blue and green, we had just taken green's northwest tower, and we took blue's northwest tower. Green had shown up, and we're just gonna grab some free bags thanks to these two guys. Kind of being the middleman, I guess. Alright, and now we're gonna head back. Okay, now we're still outside the northwest tower. They want a piece of this back, and we are going to give them a fight instead. There's my held ground ping. And there they go. Running home to mama. Look at this pull. That is awesome. Whoever did that, that was money right there. That's like one of the best pulls I've seen. Alright, here's blue stacking up down there. We're going to fake them out. This was awesome. Good call on the boss. I'm going to come back in. Little peekaboo action. Okay, so he didn't quite fake them out, but we did play some peekaboo, I guess. we are going to be the winners of this game. Yeah, look at all those damage numbers. That was from, I think I dropped Reflect on them. And if you look at upper left hand corner, just our cleansers, man, great job. Look at all those conditions just disappearing. On point. So great job, cleansers. I don't know how I always get lucky. I always get put in a good group, probably because everybody's good. So my groups are always good. Thank you for being good groups, my fellow players, guildmates, friends, Romans, and countrymen. Lend me $1, right? If anybody knows what show that was from, put it in the comments. That quote. Although you'd have to be pretty old to know it. Alright. Now we're gonna sneak around. Lock blue down if we can. Just everybody was on point tonight. Great job. Here's my hallowed ground ping. Gonna go in the water after them. So this was our run tonight, just War of the World versus Worlds at Dreadfall Bay. Great job everybody, always great running with Air Guild and friends. This was our Monday run. This was amazing. Great job everybody, thank you all for coming, and hope you found this entertaining and maybe even enlightening, and hope you all have a most excellent day.